Yeah. Woo! Yeah, give me the words and I got the flow. See, I don't gotta write, I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's called a ghost writer. Jeremiah 5:14, that's so fire. Isaiah 14, and when I retire, out of captivity, I broke the iron. Who that is coming out of Mount Zion? Woolly hair, looking like a lion. 1,000 men marching with no drums on, no trombone, just boots on. Use our voices screaming out, take care of your homes, take care of your wives, take care of your own. Now we standing out here in the valley of the bones. This place called America, this is not your home. This is like a tomb, place where you died at. Now I resurrecting, trying to bring the 12 tribes back. I came on a slave ship and I ain't even like that. Put my neck in the rope and I couldn't even fight back. Sold on an auction block, took a man's...
Welcome back to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar, to my right,
Captain Severus,
and to his right,
Officer Daniel,
and to his right,
Officer Azaniah,
and to his left. Oh, who ain't got his mic on? Gosh,
damn.
Somebody turn that guy's mic on, man, so you know who he is. Say
your name.
Oh, man, forget it then, man. We make up Four Corners News. Thanks for staying with us, tuning in, man. Let's get into it. So, Bishop told us, man, he said we're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. And it's for a reason. So, you know, our people's eyes can keep being open to what's going on, what God's trying to show them in these last days. Give me that article that we got. Pull that article up. Read that for us, officer.
Brooklyn Nets owner Joe Tsai says he believes Kyrie Irving does not have any beliefs of hate towards Jewish people.
So that's Brooklyn owners, the Chinese dude. He said that Kyrie don't have none. I guess they talked or whatever. He told him where he stands with. Yeah. He said, "Hey man, I ain't got that guy does not hate Jewish people, right? See what what's the other guy? Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner. Look what he said. Read that.
Adam Silver says Kyrie Irving is no doubt not anti-Semitic.
So now you got the owner of the Nets and you've got the NBA commissioner that both said Kyrie is in no doubt not anti-Semitic. We don't know what he told him, but he came out of the meeting like, hey, this guy ain't what we thought he was.
Which one went to his house? One of them went to his house, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who it was. I wouldn't let none of their ass in my house.
Facts.
But you see, both of them said that he ain't anti-Semitic. Well, damn, doesn't what's that guy? Pull up what the big ass buffoon said. Read that.
It hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here and talk about stuff that divides the game. That we got to answer for what this idiot has done.
Now look at this. Y'all been watching? Has Shaq came out and said, "Oh man, I'm sorry for calling you an idiot, Kyrie Irving."
Nope.
The two white, oh no, one of them's Moab. The two rich people that I was trying to defend said you ain't anti-Semitic, even after you posted the tweet. But you ain't heard Shaq come out and say nothing at all about it. You ain't heard Barkley come out and say, "Oh man, we messed up. We apologize. We jumped the gun. We didn't let the facts play out." Give me that in what you would call Sirach chapter 11. We gotta learn from this because Shaq and Barkley have been made to look like buffoons.
Right, horrible examples. You embarrassed that man in public.
Yep, live
TV. And then I don't care if you was to call him, but still, you got to repair the damage.
Yeah, you got to say, man, I messed up. I jumped the gun. Obviously, if the commissioner says he's not anti-Semitic, well then I can't say he is either, or call him an idiot, man.
And you my brother.
Right.
They last interview where they had to actually address the situation. They act like they never even said anything negative about it.
Yeah.
And that's what Christ gave that parable about the children of darkness are wiser than people than the light. Right. Yep. That's what we're seeing right here.
Read that in Sirach 11, verse 7 and 8.
Sirach chapter 11 and verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke.
That's what Shaq didn't do. That's what Barkley didn't do. That's what none of them did. That was all on Kyrie's riding rolling the bus over him.
Yep.
None of them watched the damn video themselves.
Right.
None of them examined why he would say I'm Semitic. They never looked into it. They did not examine the matter. They are not righteous judges.
No. Right.
They're not judges of God for sure.
Right.
Because they just defending their damn oppressor. Read verse 8.
Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
They answered before they heard the cause. All they said, oh man, he posted a link, it got anti-Semitic in it. They didn't say to themselves, well, you know what, let me look into it myself.
Even worse, they could have said, hey, you know what, I haven't spoke to Kyrie yet. Let me reach out to him and call him and see what he's got to say about this.
Yeah, I got his number because we did a movie together, Uncle Drew.
Oh, damn.
Very good.
But nah, he didn't do that.
Damn.
And I played it at one of my movie theaters too. So
he didn't do that. But you got some people that no matter how right you can be, they are set to defend their oppressor, and they're going to be known for that to the day they die. That they defended the white man with all their heart, with all their soul, with all their mind. Look what Barkley still said, even after the commissioner and the owner of the Nets came out and said he's not anti-Semitic.
Right.
Barkley don't give a damn. Pull it up.
People have the right
read where it come from.
CNN official. People have the right to feel and say what they want to. We have freedom of speech, but there are repercussions when you say certain things. Charles Barkley says the NBA dropped the ball on Kyrie Irving and the action it took surrounding his anti-Semitic tweet.
Now, you will wonder, even after the commissioner said he's not anti-Semitic, the owner said, no doubt that guy's not anti-Semitic. Why would he still keep on saying that stuff even after they said it and not even say, yeah, you know what, man, I messed up, man. Let me Matthew 18 and make amends. Let's make this right.
Charles.
Pull up those pictures.
You gonna let him get away with that, boss?
Yeah, pull up in pictures. So look, you see Barkley right there. Man, he looked like the token ass Negro in that.
When he made that comment, that tweet, somebody was puppet mastering.
That guy looks all out of place, man. And somebody said his wife looked like Thor. She looked dead.
That's right.
Now, that's who his daughter married, that white dude. We showed this before. Now, look what her religion, her white dude is. He Jewish. Now you see why he's still going at Kyrie. Even after the two main people that would matter to Kyrie said, no, he's not anti-Semitic. Barkley don't give a damn because his daughter's at Mad Home on the phone. Daddy, get him. He talked about my thin nose nostril husband.
Pale skin.
His what?
Pale skin.
Pale skin. My $5 Indian. He now get him, Daddy. And Charles Barkley going out there doing it. He got his damn puppet, got strings in his back. But even though with that being said, they say he's not anti-Semitic and things. Look what they still are requiring Kyrie to do. Pull it up. There we go. Let's read that.
Report. Brooklyn Nets GM Sean Marks says Kyrie Irving has until next week to complete the assignments given to him or he'll be removed from the team.
Hold on. I thought he wasn't anti-Semitic. The owner said he's not anti-Semitic, right? Give me that in Sirach chapter 12. But the owner of the Nets said he's not anti-Semitic, but the general manager still said he got some things he got to do before he ever plays for us again.
He made us look stupid.
Hey,
wait a minute.
No,
that ain't
we can't allow that.
Give me that. Hold on. Give me Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Because the owner said, nah, that guy's not anti-Semitic.
Right.
But he still got some things he got to do. The general manager said it. Who you think told the general manager to say those things? The owner of the damn Nets told him. Yeah. Read that Sirach 12 and 10.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his
Read
wickedness.
on.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Beware of him because he will say one thing and still do another. The damn owner said, nah, we sat down with, it was the owner that went past his house and or sat down and with him, said, nah, this guy's not anti-Semitic. Kyrie got up, went home, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and the general manager sent him a text. It was a good meeting with the owner yesterday. You still got to give $500,000. You still got to go to the museum. You still got to sit sit down with a Jewish person from the damn concentration camps. And you've got to denounce the video. You still got to do all those things before you ever play for us again. But damn, dude, I thought me and Joe left on good terms. Oh yeah, you did. But you know, hey, he got people that he owe. You still got bow down, nigga.
Right. Damn. Still got to bow down. That's the part where it says, though he humble himself.
Yeah.
You're a good dude, man. Here, take a shot.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna talk it over with the other guys, with the Jewish people. You can come. You gonna be good. You'll be back next week. I promise.
Still waiting on you, but still.
So he didn't have the last say so, even though he's the owner of the team.
Nah. Somebody else got power over the owner of the team. Things that make you go,
And the worst part about it too is Adam Silver. The commissioner.
So that means the commissioner even got people that are more powerful than him to run his own league. The league he runs, they tell him when Kyrie can play or not. Right. I wonder who that is.
Wow.
I understand what you're saying, but you still gonna have to do these.
I see you. You like him, Joe. That's cool. That's fine. Adam, you like him too. But unless he bows down in front of the world and let us walk over him, he cannot play for you again, or we'll never spend another red dollar with you.
Right. We're calling Kaepernick.
We're calling him right now. We'll let him know that he got to do this before he play again.
Remember that scene? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Remember that scene in what's that movie? Ants.
Oh yeah.
Remember what he said
Bugs Life.
Was it Bugs Life?
Yeah.
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life, right? And they told him, he said, so you let him go. If you let one ant go walk all over you, or you let them go, they're gonna get the mindset of coming together and they're gonna win this thing.
Damn.
Forget that scene. If I can find that scene, that's a real good
It's
scene.
the same thing with him. They have to punish him. If they don't punish him, somebody else gonna be like, "Oh, okay, I could get away with it."
There you go.
And
it's got to be openly too.
Right.
They want it to be open so all other niggas know. Don't you ever say that you are Semitic and you the Israelites.
Right.
Don't you ever say that, because they can spread like wildfire and wake up the sleeping nation that is hidden in plain sight.
Right.
They gotta Willie Lynch him before they let him come back and play.
Boom.
That's what it is. Now pull up what Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics said about what's going on with Kyrie. He's the president of the NBA Players Association, right? Let's read that.
Jaylen Brown.
New York Post.
Jaylen Brown.
Good news. You gotta state the sources, man. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Jaylen Brown calls out Joe Tsai's comments on Kyrie Irving's suspension. Alarming.
Well, hold on, man. Didn't he just say that, hey, he's not anti-Semitic? You would take that as, oh, man, he's good now.
Right. Come on back.
He's standing with Kyrie, because that was all over the internet. He's standing with Kyrie now. Oh, the owner has finally seen the light. He's not anti-Semitic. He's going to let him play. But then Jaylen Brown comes out and said, man, his comments on him is alarming. Let's see the comments that Joe Tsai made. Pull up the tweet, because this is where rich people live, on Twitter.
Yep.
Let's pull it. Read that.
Yeah, I don't got a Twitter account.
As hashtag Nets owner Joe Tsai.
I got Facebook. I'm poor.
That's it.
That's where all the Negroes go for live. The Negroes go to the Facebook Live. One day. Go ahead.
Brian Lewis. As hashtag Nets owner Joe.
No, hold on. This what?
This response is alarming for multiple reasons.
Uh-huh.
As hashtag Nets owner Joe Tsai if Kyrie Irving would be back on this road trip.
So he asked him if he would be back on this road trip, and he said what?
He still has work to do.
He ain't bowed down yet. Yeah, he's not anti-Semitic, but he still refused to bow down and let white people walk all over him. He refused to do it. That nigga's rebellious. Go ahead, officer.
You know how they are. If they don't get their way, they don't like that. They have to get their way, right? No matter what it is.
That was like the time, the interview when he said, "I take full responsibility for what I've done," and they was like, "But you didn't say sorry."
Right.
Yeah. There you go. Because they want to let you know that we rule you. We rule over you. Although you got money, although you're a star in the NBA to the world. To us, you're nothing but entertainment.
Right. Yeah.
And if you step out of that line, you got to bow down. Go ahead.
Hey, just like with Nike, they cut him loose from his contract. They said, I'm going to find me another nigga.
Damn.
I'm going to find him tomorrow because y'all come a dime a dozen.
Damn. So he said he still got work to do. But That's why God said, never trust your enemy, man. You can wipe away the looking glass. They are going to remain the same, whether it's Chinese folk, whether it's white folk, whether it's Arab folk. Well, it don't matter who the hell it is. They East Indian, they are going to remain who they are because that's how God made them. Their wickedness is in them. Matter of fact, give me that in Leviticus. Give me that in Leviticus. And I think it's like verse 22, 23, somewhere around there. I don't know. God said don't eat with them. Give me that Leviticus chapter 22, and I want you to read verse 25.
Leviticus chapter 22 in verse 25. Neither from a stranger's hand shall ye offer the bread of your God of any of these, because their corruption is in them.
But their what?
Their corruption is in them.
Their corruption is in them. God made them that way. He made them what? To forever hate you because you the chosen people of God.
Right.
So, Cal, basically it's like pork and chicken. The chicken is a clean meat, and the pork is the defiled meat. There's no way you could change that.
Nah, there's no way. You cannot make a clean thing out of unclean. You can't do it, man. Give me that wisdom. Go ahead, officer.
No, I was saying his soul is not upright in him.
There you go. His soul ain't upright in him. Give me that in what was that? Wisdom of Solomon. Give me that in Wisdom of Solomon about the cogitation, man. Read it whatever you get.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 10. But executing thy judgments upon them by little and little, thou gavest them place of repentance, not being ignorant that they were a naughty generation.
They're a naughty generation, naughty people. Go ahead.
And that their malice was bred in them.
It was what?
Was bred in them.
Precept right there, Leviticus 22. Cool. God said that their malice is bred in them. When he created the damn Chinese person back in the beginning, or when he popped out his mama from Lot.
Right.
He said, yeah, I'm going to formulate this dude right here, and this hatred's going to be in him. He'll smile in your face, and he'll call you nigger behind your back. The malice is bred in them. Read on.
And that their cogitation would never be changed.
You never going to get one up on us, nigga. Nah, we're always going to see you under us, and you're always going to have to bow down to us. We will not let you stand up and be a man and say that you are Semitic.
So they want him to be in full agreement with their lie.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
That's what it is. Because if he's agreeing with the lie, then that puts the rest of the people back to sleep.
Right.
That's what they want. Now check out what Shannon Sharp he sitting in front of Skip. You know his soul's convicted because he betrayed Kyrie.
Right.
He's Judas on him, man. And he was on that bus when they was running Kyrie over a few weeks ago. And he probably backed it up on his ass.
He went harder than Skip.
Yeah, he went harder than Skip. Look how he is now, because that soul is convicted in him. Pull up the video on Shannon Sharp.
But let me tell you why some of the black people are rallying behind Kyrie.
Black people rallying behind Kyrie.
When blacks have a misstep, it seems like we suffer the harshest penalties. It seems like other groups offend blacks, and they never suffer the penalty that Kyrie and Kanye have suffered. I remember when Bob McNair said what he said. What did they do? They went and trotted out one of the most prominent black coaches in the circle. And ain't nobody said, well, when he said the Bob McNair that I know, that's not in his heart. Nobody said, hey, Tony, he gonna speak like that in front of you, like you just said about Kyrie to Adam Silver. Okay. You see, it seems to us, and it seems to me, that as black people say...
So on McNair, are we talking about what he said, the inmates run the prison or something like that?
Yeah, and it's the asylum. But anyway, he said the asylum.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's what it was, yeah.
But Skip, here's the thing. It seems like to us, a lot of us, not all, some of us, a large portion of us, is that black are bound by shackles. We're held more accountable for our actions and our words, where our counterparts with cobwebs, they're easily brushed aside. Shannon, he apologized. He or she said they were sorry. Why can't we get the same benefit of the doubt? Okay. Kyrie was wrong, but I believe Kyrie was wrong, but I also can believe the punishment was excessive.
Nah.
So let me ask you a question, Skip. Shoplifting.
But real quick.
He bad, boy.
Where we all lose is when we try to compare persecution of groups, because it's a never-ending battle. Are they persecuted more than the indigenous people in America were when we declared war on them and drove them off their land?
Pause it right there. We are comparing persecutions.
Yeah.
Why? Because God said it. Give me that in Daniel chapter 9. They don't want you. This is what, see, you got to look at the damn mind tricks of the white man, man. He is the most diabolical human being to ever walk the face of the earth. The spirit in them is diabolical. They are the seed of Satan. They are Satan's children. They know how to lie. Look at this. The reason why they don't want to compare atrocities, because when they get to comparing atrocities, it's going to be hands down that nobody has been done like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Y'all have only been persecuted. Okay, we'll give y'all $6 million in a concentration camp during 1944 and 1948. We'll give that to y'all. Okay, well, when in hindsight, man, compared to blacks and Hispanic people, man, that wasn't shit. Nope. That was 4 years, dude. It was 200 years that the damn conquistadors was over here killing hundreds of millions of Hispanic people. Go ahead, Kat.
And all praises the way Bishop brought that out, where what happened during that time with the conquistador, it was just a setup, a continuation with the Atlantic slave trade. Yeah. So that's all it was. It was just a prequel to what was going to happen.
Now check this out. Check this out, man. When you think about it, when you compare it, remember they came over here 1492 and stuff and started killing off the Hispanics wholesale. It never stopped. Check this out. It went from 1492. They was killing them all the way up through the 1500s, right? And then they hit the what? The 1600s. They put us on boats and started bringing us back and forth, hanging us and putting us in chains. And it didn't stop in the 1600s because of the 1700s. It rolled right over into Gad getting persecuted. Trail of Tears, moved off their land. Smallpox killed their buffalo for 200-300 years straight. They was killing hundreds of millions of us, not 4 years.
Hey,
if they would have did that stuff to us for 4 years, that would have been nothing. That'd have been a damn blip in the sand of the sea. It would have meant nothing to us. They killed us for hundreds of years, hundreds of millions of us. So that's why they don't want to compare atrocities, because when you really get down to it, it'll piss you off. Be like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, we the worst afflicted on the face of the earth. Go ahead, y'all.
That 100 million is what is documented, and what people could count. And not only that, it's still happening today. We just not hearing about it. Just because, and not only that, we never really got any type of therapy.
Yeah, good point. Reparations.
Reparations.
Like they did.
No reparations.
Like
we didn't get a land.
We didn't get a land
like the Jewish people did. We didn't get protection in a land that's not ours like them Jewish people have right now. And that's why they don't want to compare atrocities.
And not only that, we don't have nobody to speak up for us as far as...
we ain't got no place in the UN.
We don't got no ADL.
We ain't got no place.
We ain't got no ADL. ADL is supposed to be for that, but we don't got
the ADL. It's called the Nigga Association of Colored People.
That don't work.
And Cap, even
our representative is Al Sharpton.
Oh man,
go ahead.
And even
ultimate cool.
And even after the 1619 transatlantic slave trade, you still had 1964, the civil rights.
They
were still fighting. It never stopped.
People,
black codes.
You had 2020 talking about some Black Lives Matter.
It ain't stopped. That's why they don't want to compare atrocities. They will say, hey, we don't want to compare atrocities. They got bad. Just leave it at that. No, let's dive into the history and compare them like God did. Daniel chapter 9, verse 11. This is God comparing atrocities. Read that.
Daniel chapter 9 and verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him.
That's why we have been killed for hundreds of years and racially profiled, pimped up, and hold down. Read on.
And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil.
A great evil. Read.
For under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem.
That's God comparing atrocities. That's him doing it right there. Man, this is why the Bible is a living book, man. God compared atrocity. He said what happened in 1944 44 to 48, it wasn't nothing.
Nothing.
What happened to the Japanese in internment camps, concentration camps in America, it wasn't nothing. You name something that it don't matter where. What's that stuff in the Soviet Union when it was the USSR and Joseph Stalin was killing his own people? It wasn't nothing. A white person bumming for $1 on the corner, man, that ain't nothing compared to what my people been through.
Right. And Cap, you know what's so crazy about that? Think about what Jeremiah said too, right? He says, is Israel a homeborn slave?
Damn, good point.
He's saying since we've been here, we've been being enslaved and enslaved and enslaved.
There you go.
So you can compare no history to us.
There you go. Homeborn slaves. So go back to it, man. That's why they don't want to compare atrocities, because we'll go into this Bible and we'll pull out Daniel 9 on their ass and they will say God's wrong now. Hey, instead of dropping the Bible on their ass, we'll drop the Bible. Say God wrong.
Say the Torah is wrong.
Back out like that. Don't even say that. Say God wrong.
We have become the actual definition of slavery.
Damn, yeah,
that's crazy.
That's it.
Because they tried to compare their slavery to ours, but if you look up real slavery,
there you go.
We pop up.
There you go. We become slavery. Damn, good point.
Yokes of iron. You Google it. It's us.
It's us.
You just Google slavery. We become the definition of slavery. Damn.
That's what Pagiel brought out.
Yeah.
Are you a homeborn slave? Dang.
Yeah, going back to the 2 points where we're the definition of slavery. God even forgot that we were the rulers, because why he had to pose himself. Is Israel a slave?
Yeah,
I think I forgot what I made. Is he a slave? Now let's look at the record books real quick.
You've been in
Kings
captivity
and
so damn
priests.
long.
They are my chosen.
Go back to the video, man.
Sheesh.
Now watch this.
It's a never-ending battle. Are they persecuted more than the indigenous people in America were when we declared war on them and drove them off their land? I don't know, and I don't care. All I know is it was horrible what happened to the black people and the ones that originally were called the American Indian people and to the Jewish people. But that happened over there in Europe where it started.
You're right.
It didn't happen on American soil, so maybe it feels like that was way over there. It happened, and we have around 7 million Jews living among us right now, and they need to be protected just the way black people and their feelings need to be protected. I got you.
We get those same protections? Are we afforded those same protections?
Okay. I would hope so. Like with the McNair. So what should have happened to Bob McNair? Should he have been...
Nothing happened.
Should he have been forced to sell at
But
that
here's
point?
the thing. It wasn't what should have happened. Nothing happened. That's what the problem was. Nothing happened. And there goes my point, is that it seems to me that they can say things. And their actions, they're not bound by the same restrictions as we are when we say things.
Now pause it real quick. I want you to understand it. We're going to go back to it real quick for sake of time. Now, if you understand that is a running theme throughout black history. That they never get punished like we do, you should never betray your brother and throw him up under the bus.
That's right.
What was that energy then?
There you go. You should have kept your damn mouth shut, because you know that if anything happens to us, they're going to try to bury us. But to defend to protect yourself, you say, I'm going to throw that nigga under the bus and I'm going to run over him too. You want me to back it up on him too? I'll do that too. But now you realize, damn, I messed up. I shouldn't have ran the damn bus over, because these white folk don't never get punished for what they do like we do. Now it's too late. Now you've been labeled Shay the betrayer until you repent.
Let me get a script.
Go ahead.
Go to Psalms 58 real quick, because sometimes we hear every time good points will come out like this. Well, when you compare the atrocities, what is Esau's always his response? He always give you that dumb look, right? This is that dumb look. Read that. Psalm 58, read verse 3.
Psalms chapter 58 and verse 3.
Come on.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Off jump. As soon as they come out the womb, they are estranged. They're wicked. Read on.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
Come on.
Speaking lies.
Read.
Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Read.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
There you go. They stop if they is. Oh, I didn't know about this atrocity. Even when you begin to compare and let them know our atrocity outweighs anybody's atrocity. They're like, wait, why? What's going on? You're not living good in America?
Right.
Don't you got good jobs?
You got education?
Come on.
Yeah. And the reason why we're not comparing atrocity so you can give us reparations.
Right.
We don't want your damn white man money. It ain't going to do nothing for us spiritually as a people. reason why we compare atrocity is so that you can wake up and understand that you are the children of Israel.
That's
right. That have been in captivity after captivity after captivity. And what happened to us is the curse of God that has not happened to anybody else on the face of the earth. Not even those damn Jewish people for 4 years.
Right.
They don't fit the curses. Now let's go back to the video real quick.
Thing happening, there goes my point, is that it seems to me that they can say things and their actions, they're not bound by the same restrictions as we are when we say things or do things. And that is the problem a large portion of the black community have.
Shannon, I would like to think if there was such a thing as a book and a movie that were, to quote Rolling Stone about this one, venomously anti-black. If that, I can't even imagine it existing in this country, but if it were, and any white entertainer or a basketball star or football or baseball star dared to post a link to that, that player would lose his whole career.
Man,
he would be done.
Listen, after what President Trump has said about the American Jews versus the Israeli Jews and what he's tweeted and what he's posted, and he ain't got canceled yet.
Damn!
That if this would have happened, if that would have happened, because we've seen in instances when they have done things, they've never been canceled. And that's what we do. They look and they cancel us, no questions asked. There's not enough apology. Kyrie can get on his bended knee. He can come to the people in the most humble way he know how. Bow head, humble heart, and bent knee. And that's still not enough for some.
You said you didn't buy his apology.
Pause it! He threw it on his ass! Damn! Hey, hold on, Shannon! Hold on, nigga! You was on our side!
What's going on?
You was on that bus running him over!
What's going on?
Hey, he going twice as hard.
You was the driver, Shannon.
All of a sudden, you got a backbone to stand up for your people?
You getting too uppity now. You getting too up now. You getting too uppity now. I'm about to bring you down.
Whoa, Shannon! Hold on! You defending this guy like you was on his side the whole time. Let me remind you, nigga. You was on the bus and you rode him over.
Boom.
You gave. I'm glad you said it. You remember when Skip said that?
He was waiting to cut his
running him over. I'm glad you said that, Shannon. Let me bury his ass now.
Yeah.
Now you got a backbone to stand up for your people. You know what's happening to Shay Shay the betrayer until he repents. This is what's happening to him. Daniel chapter 9 and go to verse 7. This is what you see. Hey man, that was cold-blooded. Skip caught that.
Skip caught it.
And he waited so quiet.
Yeah, he let it get it out.
Yeah,
He got a lot of energy. Hey, that let you know Skip's over on the other side.
He's like,
Listening to
I
him
know he's about to say it. Go ahead.
I'm waiting on
I saw your
ass.
notes. I looked at your notes. Yeah.
Really?
Skip round him up and all that.
Yeah. Oh, keep
How
going.
about we
Keep
made a
going.
movie?
Keep talking. Keep talking. Oh, here's my moment. Didn't you betray him too? That ain't the point. That's not the point I'm talking about. It ain't about me.
Cap, that's the same thing Judas did. After he realized, he like, my bad. Here you go.
Nah, it's too late now.
But Shay, did Shay Shay the betrayer go as hard for the Brett Favre situation that's going on?
Well, he did say something, but not like that. He said a little something, but not like that.
What about the other entertainers?
It's too late. None of them. Daniel 9 and 7. Read that. This is what's happening to Shay Shay right now.
Daniel chapter 9 and verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces.
That's what's going on with him right now. He's confusing of faces. He don't know which side to pick. Do I stand up for my oppressor and keep getting this money? Or do I defend my people because I see the wrong that's going on with him? He's got confusion of faces. He don't know what to do. He does not confuse because he don't know he's an Israelite and that you don't never betray your damn brother when it comes to the end. You don't stand against the blood of thy people.
Right.
Because how we know that? How do we know that? When them Jewish people do it, you don't hear nothing about the stuff they do. They all stand on the same side. They sweep it up under the rug. They get the ADL on you.
Yep.
They don't say nothing. But no, us, we'll betray each other. He's got confusion of faces right now in his mind. It's like, damn it, I shouldn't have done what I did. Let me go hard to defend him. It's too late. White man called you out. Did you? Did you run him over with the bus?
Right.
That ain't the point. Okay.
The best thing for him to do that right there and then, he should have said, "I'm sorry. What I did was wrong." And
Yeah,
there
you go.
there.
That would have cut him.
Yeah. Hey man, let me go back to the video and finish it out just a little more. Just a little more to see his reaction. Go ahead.
He can come to the people in the most humble way he know how. Bow head, humble heart, and bent knee. And that's still not enough for some.
You said you didn't buy his apology.
Skip, it does not, Skip. So let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. He mad. He point the finger. You mother. Look at that.
Oh, man.
You mother. You called me. We're going to talk after the show. Go back to it. Go back to it. Play it.
So let me ask you a question. I want to hear you say this. Every apology ever uttered was sincere. Okay, then so what's the difference? If it's obviously not, what is the difference between Kyrie?
He caught him.
So how do you know he doesn't have any
cut it.
He looked like he threw. He looked like he threw the script out the window.
Yeah,
he looked like he threw the script.
He cut him. You on emotions down. He cut him. Now, if you really want to defend Kyrie, pull up the next image. Do this then. If black folk you really want to defend him, pull it up. Do that. Boycott the NBA.
That's it.
Right. No games, no shows, no memorabilia. Don't even talk about it on the damn show if you feel that much.
Right.
That's it.
What does that read that at the bottom? Black Americans?
Black Americans are 45% of the NBA's viewership and over 70% of its talent base. We are the NBA.
If you're really upset that they don't never get judgment going on again, well, stop watching the NBA. Don't even talk about it. Like I refuse to talk about the NBA until Kyrie is shown some justice out here, and he paid all the money that he got fined for because they suspended him with no pay until he get his money in the bank account, and he come out and said, I stand with Kyrie. But they ain't gonna do that. You're not, cause you know what? Cause money is the root of all evil, and they will stand in the middle and play the middle ground so they don't lose their money after they done betrayed their brother. But now they want to defend their brother. It's too late for that, man. Too late.
Hey, Cap, you know what's crazy? In 2020, Kyrie Irving said they should start their own league.
Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? Let's start our own league. We 75% of the players. Did he get any sponsorships off of that?
Nope.
Not one.
Black people said, shut your mouth.
Nobody, not even LeBron said, man, I think that's a good idea. They said, man, that nigga crazy.
There you go. Like they don't trust black money.
Nah.
They just want white money.
I don't trust black money. Nah. Damn. But Dave Chappelle also in the news, man. You know, Dave Chappelle is one of the greatest comedians to ever live. The way that he talks about touchy issues and he puts it out there and he don't give a damn what people say. He also did it based on Kyrie and Kanye. Let's pull up the article real quick. Read that for us.
On Saturday Night Live, Dave Chappelle mocks Kanye and Kyrie.
Now, see, he actually, I watched it. Right. He actually didn't mock Kanye and Kyrie. Right. Let's play little snippets of what he actually said in the show. Go ahead. And they laugh and they clapping at it. That was one of them, right? Go to the next clip. Because that's how he opened up his stand-up on Saturday Night Live. Go to the other one. Look at that. They laughing, but they really mad about what he said. Black people, it's a gang. Italians, it's a mob. Right. But if they Jewish, it's a coincidence, and you shouldn't speak about it. He said, you hear what he said? That's the showbiz rules. That's them trying to hide up under the radar of the evil that they did. That's why Christ said in Revelation 2:9, the synagogue of Satan. Christ sees all things. He's seen all things, the past, present, future. Hell, he laid it out of how it's going to happen. He knew what they would be doing in the shadows. We're just now finding out because Kanye said, man, I'm about to expose it, man. NWA tried it back in the day, too.
They tried to do it with their music.
They tried to do it. They tried to expose it. They keep getting shut down because they've got the power to will those things. Now, they coming out like, man, do whatever you want to me. That joke is one of those that he brought out. Go to the other one. Now, listen to this one. It was pure silence in there. They didn't like it. One person said, woo.
Yeah.
Right? To break the discomfort,
right?
Now, go back to it. Look what he said.
He
said, hey, man, post Schindler's List.
There you go.
Now, if you didn't know anything about all these damn movies where they try to romanticize and just big up these Jewish people, Schindler's List is, Bishop called it Schindler's List.
Yeah.
That's one of their main movies that they portray them in their atrocity of what happened during 44 and 48. And that's shown in schools and high schools, and you got to do reports on it and stuff. They make sure you sympathize with them, but when it come to us, you watch. You don't even got to write a report to We Shall Overcome.
No, they
you
just
watch it
pop
for
a video.
They pop a video on that,
That's
and niggas
it.
go to sleep.
Right.
They put their head down. And they show it at the end of the day, the last class before you go home, when you write notes and messages, you just ready to go, and you leave.
And they pick the pastiest white hippiest teacher to wear dashiki for the month of
There you
February.
go.
Tell you.
So he brought that up. You would think like, man, damn, no way that that they let that go and they didn't say nothing. Look what came from that backlash already, instantaneously. Pull it up. Read that.
Yahoo Entertainment. Dave Chappelle SNL monologue condemned by Anti-Defamation League CEO as backlash grows.
Automatically, the day after that he done it, backlash came immediately. Now we're going somewhere with this. Pay attention. Immediately, backlash came. Now, what color is Dave Chappelle?
Black.
He black person, right? It came immediately. Now you would think like, now ain't no way with all this stuff going on. You were like, no way that Saturday Night Live heard his material and was like, man, that's gonna be dope. You're gonna kill him with that. Go ahead, bring it out. You know damn well if he's in show business, they got some Jewish people that is among them on that show, right? Yeah. Pull up what Dave did. He got a little bit of his black card for this one. Go ahead.
By Atlanta Black Star. Report. Dave Chappelle performed fake Saturday Night Live monologue in rehearsal before unveiling new version on air.
He's cold-blooded. Wow. You got to give him a little bit of his black card on that. Now check this out. He performed the fake one. Now check this. If you don't know, Saturday Night Live is live skits.
Right.
Yeah.
They rehearse the stuff during the week, and when they go live, they go live. There ain't no cutting it off or nothing like that. Right. So by the time Dave Chappelle started saying his jokes, he pulled that paper. They didn't know he had that paper in his pocket. He pulled that thing out his damn pocket and read it. This damn director was like,
commercial. Can we go to commercial?
This nigga here. Oh, this nigga here. You'll never work another day in this. It was too late by then, man. Hey, so Dave Chappelle gets some black points for that.
Remember, he's known for that. Remember how he went after the LGBT?
Yeah.
Remember, no filter, but that's what an artist does, especially a comedian. Yeah. They bring up real life issues going on and they bring it to the
some do, but not most.
Not
Dave
most.
Chappelle
No, he's one of them.
He goes hard on the LGBT alphabet boys. Man. He went hard on this. Yeah. So you might not see him for a while again.
Right. Even on the ones that try to take his show. He blasted
him. On Dave Chappelle's show, right? Now you remember when he said in his skit, his stand-up to open up Saturday Night Live, where it said, if you black, it's a gang, Italians, it's a mob. Right. Now, go to the next video and listen to this black person put all these Edomites in check. Play it.
And one thing I would like to say is that this is sad. Even though, he had gotten his black card, but the only way that the black man could sit there and tell the truth is by basically putting it in comedic form.
Damn, good point.
That's sad.
But even if you do that, though, it don't matter, because we just read the ADL said, we coming for you, nigga.
Right.
They don't care if it's a joke, if you're serious, nothing. They don't want it to go. They don't want you to compare atrocities.
Right.
Joke, a tweet.
You got the video up? Let's go.
But I'm with Mike on really? Jews run Hollywood is the best you can do
hold on.
At the top of your craft?
I love that you said that, because the joke was you get a group of black people, it's a gang.
It was a funny joke.
It's a group of Italians, it's a mob. You get a group of Jewish people, and it's
a conspiracy and we can't talk about it.
It's a coincidence and we shouldn't talk about it, right? So the implication when people say, oh, that's an anti-Semitic joke, is that also groups of black people are gangs and groups of Italians are the mob. All three of those things are examples of stereotypes that people barter on that aren't true. But the only part that people found to be offensive was the part where referring to the Jewish community. That to me is the genius, is to make you jump up and say, I object to that joke.
It's a good joke.
Now check this
out.
out.
I object to that joke because of that line, that punchline right there. But
they're okay with black people being seen as gangsters.
Right.
Yep. Right.
That's why you see us on TV playing what? Gangsters Road. They're okay with us being put in that derogatory, low state of living position where we're violent and all of that. They're okay with us being niggas, basically. But anybody else, they find offense to it. That's what he's bringing out. Play it.
It's a good joke. And
I object to that joke because of that line, that punchline right there. But I don't object to the setup.
Yeah,
What's the lion stat, Mike?
It's a good joke. Nazis didn't march in Charlottesville and threaten violence against
I asked
Italian
for lions,
people.
not Nazis.
You know what I mean? Like that. The
They ain't got
objection
nothing
that
to
people
say.
have is like right now at this moment is a very dangerous time. There are active threats against synagogues across America.
Absolutely.
There
Absolutely.
are no active threats against groups of Italian people.
Are
right
there
now.
any active threats against groups of black people? Because I kind of feel like 400 plus years of that has been happening. And I think that's a lot of, again, the kernel of where a lot of this stand-up is coming from for Chappelle. It's like, even when you talk about his jokes about around the trans community, it's the idea that in this country, people will be up in arms about all sorts of worthy causes about prejudices other than black people.
Right.
Like, well, black people, it's just, you kind of, well, that's just the way it is.
But this
like, there are threats on synagogues. Absolutely. There's also a threat every time there's a cop behind me, Mike.
Boom.
Damn. But they don't talk about that.
They don't talk about that.
They don't care nothing about it.
It's like, how can you? It's crazy how you gonna blame the oppressed for hatred.
Yeah.
When you yourself, you know you're the oppressor. You the one that's devouring them, but now you want to accuse them for hating on you for devouring them.
Right.
What sense does that make?
Kev, you know, one point that he said, you know, a lot of them say that too. You can't let those kind of anti-Semitic talk run free, because if you do that, then we know the history of what can happen to the synagogues and Jewish people and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, what about all the anti-black stuff that's out there,
right,
that's causing people to look at us and be like, you are nothing but niggas and hoes.
And watch this, another atrocity. Church burnings.
Yep.
What happened with that? Church shootings.
Yep.
Where they walk up in the church. What's the Dylan Roof. Walk up in there and kill 9 black people. So that's not a terror?
When cops shoot us in the street, white people say, "Oh, that's just another criminal off the
there you go.
street."
What did he do wrong?
Exactly.
Off top, what did he do wrong to get shot? That's it. You don't justify the oppressed. You justify the wicked. And God says, "Woe unto those that justify the wicked." Man, go to that article now on what's this guy named Seinfeld?
Yeah, Seinfeld.
Remember, he used to work with the guy named Kramer that called the black dude nigga. Right. If it was back in the day, nigga, we would have hung you upside down and stuck a fork in your ass. That's what he said to him. Right? He worked with him. Now, look what this Jewish guy said.
Yeah.
By Newsbreak, Jerry Seinfeld hopes for productive conversation after Dave Chappelle's divisive SNL monologue.
Automatically, we got to talk to this nigga too. We got to talk to him. They want to have. Why do they want to keep having conversations? It's so they can set you back in line, reprogram you, Negro. Hey, you said something you weren't supposed to say. That's a showbiz secret that you just let out. And remember that you made a deal with the devil when we let you in and gave you all this money. You're breaking the contract here. I want a productive conversation with. Who is he to have a productive conversation with him? Nobody give a damn about you. You ain't nobody in the black community. You play reruns on damn TBS. Don't nobody watch you.
That's it.
Go to the article and let's scroll down some more on it and look what he says. Read that.
Jerry Seinfeld dipped his toe into the Dave Chappelle controversy, but avoiding diving into the comedian's divisive Saturday Night Live monologue. After Chappelle delivered an SNL opener condemned by the Anti-Defamation League for normalizing anti-Semitism, Seinfeld offered a vague rebuke to the Hollywood Reporter, telling the outlet Chappelle's monologue calls for a conversation.
Read it.
When asked by THR if he thought Chappelle's comments on SNL were funny, Seinfeld said, "I did think the comedy was well executed, but I think the subject matter calls for a conversation that I don't think I'd want to have in this venue."
Now, he says that the subject matter calls for a conversation. We got to talk to him about what he said, because he shouldn't be talking about us, pointing out how we just use this to keep you from even examining the evil that we do to people, that we push the drugs and the stuff into the community through the rap music. We do that. We let them say that. It's calls for a conversation because of the subject matter. Now play the next video and listen to this subject matter, and y'all tell me if any white person has ever said, let's sit down and discuss this topic of conversation. Play it.
LeBron rapped, "We getting Jewish money, so everything kosher." He had to apologize. 21 Savage says, "I call it KKK cause my chopper hate niggas." That's a bar. And ain't nobody say nothing.
Shalom, this is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I have an important message about your leaders in the Christian church. Your bishops, pastors, reverends, and ministers are all lying to you and leading you straight to damnation. The truth is, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Jesus Christ is a black man with white wool hair, according to Revelation chapter 1, verses 14 and 15. We as the Israelites must keep the commandments in the faith of Christ to receive salvation, as it is written in Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. I've challenged and debated Christian authorities all over the world on these issues. Not one of them has been able to negate this truth. Your pastors have led you astray, worshiping pagan holidays and false gods, just as in the days of old. So join us on our mission to restore the true nation of Israel before the decree goes forth. The work is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Visit our website at israelunite.org or call us at 855-484-4842 to learn more and visit our schools. Shalom.